What's going on, y'all? So, as you can see, I told y'all in my what it is. I was not gonna get that video out the day that I needed to. But listen, Sistas is irritating me so bad. And this, when I tell you this video ain't finna be long, it's not about to be long because I'm over it. I'm literally over it. The episode took way too long to get to the point, and it never did get to the point, okay? So you have Danny getting Preston high. And when I tell you this was the worst acting that Preston has ever done on this show, and he has done a lot of bad acting on this show, this was the worst acting, okay? It was a little funny, I ain't gonna lie, but it just really wasn't, it wasn't needed. It was too long. It was just, I don't know. The whole situation with Zach and Karen, and when I tell you, if they want to make Danny character comic relief, I understand. It's the common trope, okay? Whether we want to believe it or accept it or not, that's just what it is. You make the bigger person on the show the comedic relief. Look what they're doing with Maurice, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, why did the scene has to drag on so long? Okay, and then it's going to continue to drag on to next week because Preston woke up and he was still high. High from whatever it is. Listen, he took one puff of whatever it was that Danny gave him, which was a Lazar, and you know, he just really couldn't take it. He really couldn't take it, and he started squeaking right away. And I said, do it really hit that quick? I'm trying to think of myself like the first time I ever smoked, and it never hit that quick. Mind you, the first time I ever smoked, it was in the car, and we was hotboxing. That is an experience in itself. Imagine the first time that you ever had marijuana, okay, and there are at least 3 to 4 blunts just rolling past you, just going around in the car, and it's just, you're high to high heavens, okay? So maybe it was different for me because, you know, we were literally hotboxing, but from one little hit, like, y'all put y'all experience down when y'all first had y'all first hit of marijuana, because I want to know how it was and how did it hit you, if it hit you, because sometimes it don't, you know? But yeah, that went on way too long. When he said, I ain't gonna lie, this was messed up, but it was funny because I kind of, what? When he was like, oh my God, I need to go to the hospital, I'm bleeding. And she was like, no, you're not bleeding, you sweating. And he was like, wait a minute, I got period on my chest. I said, excuse me, what? But anyway, the whole situation with Maurice, I'm over it. He trying to get Sabrina out of this situation, and he's technically not lying to the detective. And at this point, I'm pretty sure the detective knows that he's being set up, and that's why he wants Sabrina, because he feels as though Maurice is protecting Sabrina, because he feels Maurice, Sabrina is the ringleader and she is not, maybe, and mostly because Sabrina is the authoritative figure over Maurice at the job, so therefore she would have been the one that had put the whole thing together and all of that, and that's just not the case. Q went through Maurice. Sabrina literally had nothing to do with it, and Maurice is trying to turn himself in so that he could save Sabrina, and he's facing 15 years, and you know, it's just stupid. The whole thing is ridiculous. Then you get to the thing with Fatima and Zach. Girl, I almost forgot their names. I'm like, what is his name? Fatima and Zach, okay, you know, now Zach is upset or, you know, feeling some type of way about what went down the night before with Fatima going over to Karen's house, even though I thought they talked about it. So now I guess they're talking about it in a cooler, calmer aspect of it or whatever, and just basically telling Fatima that she was wrong. He trying to make sure that she don't go back over there and, you know, letting her know what's up and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I mean, if you hadn't met up with Karen, she wouldn't have been in this situation. So all of this is purely your fault. I'm just going to put it out there. Yes, Fatima is a hothead, but let's be real. You probably would have did the same thing if she was meeting up with somebody that, you know, she had some ex dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then when she went over there to Andy's, girl, Andy would have got popped. Because you're not going to talk to me about personal stuff on business time. And that's the problem. And I literally put a tweet out earlier today that your employers is not your friend, aka your boss. Your employees are not your friends, okay? They're your employees, you know what I'm saying? And they are very much blurring the lines at this point because they cannot separate personal from business, because there is no reason why you should be coming in telling your boss your issues about what's going on with your relationship on personal, no, on business time, you know what I'm saying? And there's no reason why you should be getting cussed out a little bit and your boss taking issue with what you did by going over to her friend's house and cussing her out on business time. That's a personal thing, you know what I'm saying? They're blurring the lines and all that stuff, and it's ridiculous. Because I was about to say, Andy, you need to slow down before you get popped, because ain't no way in hell you finna tell me what I shouldn't be doing and being pissed off at me when you be doing all of this stuff, girlfriend. Like, come on. But she changed that tune up quick. All right. Everybody's living in hypocritical stuff. They're being very contradictory, if you ask me. And then come to find out now, Andy is on a dating app that she wanted to make it seem like, it kind of reminded me of when Molly was like, she's in the league on Insecure, and it's like this exclusive dating app for people that's, of high standards and stuff. That's how she kind of put it out there. It was very snobbish or whatever, like, Fatima wouldn't be able to be on something like this or whatever because it's so exclusive. And I was just like, girl, now. Girl, now. Fatima was looking at it and was like, girl, I know this person tried to date me and my friend at the same time, and we didn't even know. And I'm just like, this is stupid. Meanwhile, Hayden is in his feelings about the fact that Tamara has gone. My bad. My lunch had came, so I had to go get it. But anyway, yeah. Hayden up in his feelings because Tamara left after the whole annulment situation or whatever talk. And Gary had came over there, and my whole thing about this situation is Gary is nobody's friend. If it's not about him and we're not concerned about him, he don't care. Like, this is your homeboy and you see that he's feeling some type of way about the fact that the girl that he like is no longer there, and you're just like, you just met her, so who cares? Let's go ahead and go on this run. Show some type of empathy, okay? Like, I don't know. It was just ridiculous. That whole scene, it just seemed so pointless. Meanwhile, Karen, she going to the hospital because she needs some physical documentations about something they never really specified. Maybe something about how she's okay or whatever. I don't know. But the part that really irked me is Aaron. Again, excuse me. Aaron literally walked in when Karen was going at it with with Fatima or Zach. You clearly see that lady do not want you at all, and you're still in her business, calling Pam up, telling her to get in contact with her client list so that they can, and disguising it as if he's trying to make it so that he's really doing something to help Karen out, want to clean up her place or whatever. And I'm like, you still can't use the building no matter if you clean it up. It's still smoke damage and all of that stuff. That's going to take a lot more than having people come in hazmat suit and, pick up this and pick up that. Baby, that's going to need some professional stuff if it don't need to be taken down. That's like he doing too much, and I'm just irritated and bothered by it. And I'm like, Pam, stop playing into it. You always keep on telling him she don't want you, but yet you playing into it as well by abiding by what he says, okay? And it's just irritating. This is obsessive stalker behavior. And then Karen, she got to go down there to the shop because she finding out that they supposed to be down there too. And she like, what? And I'm just like, this is irritating. The way... And then the whole thing with Calvin and Sabrina, they stayed up. He came over. He stayed up with her, and that was it. You know what? And I think we keep on saying this. I did see something where somebody posted that Tyler Perry said that he's getting writers for season 7 of this show. Truth be told, you need to just stop it at season 6, okay? I don't see how it can get any better than what it is now, because it's not good at all. And I'm just really frustrated at the character development. Nobody is progressing. Everybody is being shown in a negative light. You know, we have not one good person on this show. And at the beginning, or last season, a couple of seasons ago, or almost a couple of seasons ago, we had at least Zach and Fatima, and now we're seeing their flaws. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing all of their flaws and all of the stuff that kind of irritates us about them. And again, for me, there's no saving grace in the show. Like, none of the characters are really, like, worth it. Like, I really get to the point now where I'm dreading watching this show. Like, oh my God, I gotta watch this show so I can do this review, because I did say I'm gonna do it up until the mid-season. I gotta keep my word. But I'm gonna do it up to the mid-season. You may not get it on Wednesday night. You may get it Thursday, at the most. And after the mid-season, I'm done with this show. I can't keep forcing myself to watch this. I don't even feel like wanting to watch it. That's how bad it's gotten. And I've never done that. Even when some of Tyler Perry's other shows have become like bad, and bad in the sense where you could tell like the writing is off and the stuff just don't make sense anymore, I still be wanting to watch it. This time, I just don't. I've never had that until now. I can't take it, because I really do feel like he had a good idea and he fumbled it by not having any women writers on staff to help write from a woman's perspective. You cannot write from a woman's perspective. Well, let me shut up. Let me get up off here before I say something that I ain't supposed to. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to eat my lunch and go back to work. Peace.